This what they say, crunk, throw it up, dubs on the Cadillac, white tees, Nikes, gangsters don't know how to act, Adam still bankhead, college park, carver home, Hummus floating.
Hey, what's up you guys? It's your girl, Shae Money, and we're back with another video. Okay, so y'all, today I want to talk about something that everybody is in an uproar about, this recent show on Netflix. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about The Polygamist. This is a show, I think it's based out in Africa. I know. So it's an African show on Netflix. A lot of people are kind of in their feelings about it because the words don't match the lips, but who cares? Like, good TV is good TV at the end of the day. It's like a really good telenova. So, yeah, I just wanted to do my take on the show, the little series on Netflix. If you haven't watched it and you don't have the patience for it and you want the whole show to be spoiled, this is the video for you because I'm about to spill all the tea. Well, I'm gonna give y'all like my own little take on it, perspective of what I took from it and what I seen. And then, you know, I'm just gonna ride this way. So, boom. First, this show, whenever I seen the name of it, The Polygamist, I'm just like, okay, interesting. It was like a very clickbaity. It was like, okay, you got my interest. Where is this going? When you start watching the show, it doesn't feel like this is a polygamous type of show. It's like, okay, where are the other women? Because this man is married. And, okay, yeah, he cheated on his wife, but that's not necessarily polygamy. So it takes a while for the actual name of the show to finally meet its, or have a meaning, or the meaning match the name, basically is what I'm trying to say. So at first I was just like, I don't know. I was, since the name was The Polygamist, I was like, I know this is gonna go there. So let me just stay tuned in and ride this ride, right? So, you know, as the show starts, you know, it's a couple out of Africa. They're very wealthy. The husband is owner of a CEO of a huge, you know, business, Fortune 500 type of company. We're talking millionaires, probably billionaires. He's got properties all over the world, different parts of different countries, I think, or I'm not sure. He has vacation homes and things like that. So he is, him and his wife, the main two characters. So it's Jonas and the wife's name. What's the wife's name? Jonas and Joni, or Jonah. Her name was, we're gonna pop her name right here on the screen, and I'm gonna let you guys, maybe I'll do a little green screen back here and you guys will see the wife. So we got Jonas and we got the wife, the main wife. They've been married for 20 years. I don't know whose baby kids that is hollering, but I hope they wrap that up like right now. Anyways, so Jonas and the wife, ding, right? They are married for 20 years. Lovely, so beautiful, right? And then, you know, the show starts off like immediately, like, it's not showing a happy family at all. It lets you know we've been married for a very long time. Boom, I'm now living with my side chick. So Jonas leaves the house. He leaves his marital home with his wife and three children now, because his wife just has a new baby. So around the time of her having the new baby, he's cheating with the side chick and leaves. Mind you, the side chick is his work wife. Now rewind. Let's go back to how the side chick even got into play. So the side chick, which is starts with an M. I'm really bad with names. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I guess I probably should have did like a little bit more homework, but I'm gonna drop their names with their photo and everything right here, right next to it. Maybe I should stop and do it again. Nah. Y'all will know when you see the characters, you'll know who's who, you'll put it all together. Anyways, I'm going to put the pictures in the name, relax. So, now the side chick comes into play, right? She's the work wife. So she is the one that he meets at work. Now, first, mind you, she is his brother's girlfriend. At the time, she's seeing the brother, who also works with him, his older brother. So but I think she's kind of trying to work her way in. She seems like she's got a plan from the start. So she gets in, she ditches the brother, like, bump you, I don't care. She's just bold with it. She comes straight out like, I want you, I don't want your brother. So she starts sleeping with her boss, quote unquote. And, you know, she's helping making him lots of money. They have the best relationship, lots of good sex and work. And they have things in common where he could talk to her and they can talk about business. And it's just his dream little life. He's like, fuck my wife. My work wife is really it over here. So he ends up leaving his marital home for his work wife. And him and the work wife are living together for a whole year. So I'm calling her the work wife, but she was the side chick / work wife. She made her way into being in the home with him full time. She did her big one. So she got there a year later. They're living with each other. The wife they're still married though, but he's living with the work wife now. So Jonas and his work wife are living in their nice little matrimony, and the wife is like, we're due for our 20 such and such wedding anniversary, and we're gonna have a big wedding party because I'm a popular influencer online and you're not going to mess up my social media persona. I just got all these deals. I'm supposed to be the ultimate wife, yada yada yada. So you're going to have this vow renewal party with me and you're going to show up and I'll see you there. And he's like, what? No, I'm not. And she's like, yeah, you are. So basically she pretty much kind of like cons him into not having a choice but to come to the party. The side chick she's expecting to come and blow the whole spot up and tell everybody that he's living with me now. So they're not together, everybody. Newsflash. So as she's in the midst of trying to blow the whole scene up, she's dumbfounded because the husband pretty much goes along with what the wife's saying. And so here's the lesson that I want all the ladies to take from here, because this is a very pivotal lesson. The first lesson that the work wife should have took, and she should have found her place. She got too comfortable, which I understand why she got comfortable. He was living with her for a whole year. But the fact that he still took a whole year and didn't divorce the wife, that would have been in the back of my mind. He's not leaving her. He just needs a break from her. I know these men are not ready to leave their wives. They are not. And no matter how much they'll try to make it seem like they hate them, they don't want them, they don't like it, they're miserable, they'll be out, they'll live their whole other life. At the end of the day, their wife, it's like, I think there is love involved, but I think it's like a security, a safety thing. They know that the wife is going to take any and everything. And I think that a lot of men really take that and run with it, and they know like I know that this one, she ain't going for that. The side chick or the work wife, because 9 times out of 10 they're not, and they actually got some self-respect. But so the wife usually will she'll take that beating, and she's just gonna keep taking it. And I think the husband's kind of bet on that. They bank on it. And so he's just like, I'm just gonna see how long this lasts with my work wife, but I'm gonna hold on to my wife just in case I want to go back over there, and just in case she don't hate me. So he ends up doing the vow renewal party and plays nice with the wife. But afterwards he's still like, I'm still gonna divorce her. So he goes and tries to divorce her. He takes the divorce papers to the house. Long story short, they're not getting a divorce. So they end up sleeping together when he goes back to the house to get the divorce. Surprise. So now he's like, oh, I forgot. I kind of liked you a little bit. I forgot that this felt kind of good. We was in love for 20 years. Oh yeah. So he decides to go back to his marital home, and he leaves the work wife at the other house. She's wondering like, when are you coming back home? And he's like, I am home. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I am home. So the work wife, she does what she's supposed to do, which is she's like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna choose up, nigga. I'm on the money climb, I'm on the money chase anyway. You was just here until I didn't know what was gonna happen between you anyways. So the work wife goes and she chooses up. So now she's going to find someone that's better than him, a little bit richer than him, someone he might have to answer to. And he doesn't like that. He gets jealous, like they do. And he decides, no, I want you still belong to me. You're still mine. Remember, you forgot. And she's like, no, I'm not. And so, but she still sleeps with him anyway, like a dummy. So she starts sleeping with him again. But he's still back at home in his marital home. So the wife is like, I guess the wife thinks, I don't know. In my mind, I think the wives know that they're cheating if they are living a certain lifestyle. I think if they're comfortable and they're not necessarily ready to let go of the comfort, they're just gonna be like, whatever, he's cheating, just don't bring me back an STD. But I personally, I can't do that. I personally couldn't do that. You cheating on me, you all around town. Because that's happened to me before. I've been the main, I thought I was at least. I think he was living double lives, to be honest. But I thought I was the main. And he had every witch and anybody all around town. And that ended up coming in, biting us both in the ass. So it's really just not safe. It's not cute. And I don't recommend it. So there was a time period in my life when I was young and dumb and didn't have as much self-love and self-respect as I have now. But I did tolerate cheating before, and I would just like make him give me money anytime he would get caught cheating. Like, girl, as long as the dude got some money, he gonna give it to you. He gonna keep cheating, especially if you know you ain't going nowhere. That's the thing. Like, y'all know that every time you accept the cheating, you're literally just confirming to him that he can do it again. Because he's like, oh, it wasn't that bad. I just had to deal with a little drama for a second. She got a little mad, but she got over it. We back cool again. So I'm going to play it cool. I'm going to play nice. I'm going to be chill. And then I'm going to cheat again. Literally, that's what they do. But, so, now the wife is thinking, okay, we're back, right? No, he's back sleeping with the work wife again. Even though he got a little mad at her for choosing up, he got over it. Now they're sleeping together again. Now she's pregnant. Yeah, now it's getting good. So this is when things start to shift and take a turn. So as he is sleeping with the work wife, he gets her pregnant, and also sleeping with his wife, trying to get her pregnant. And takes a pregnancy test. She's not pregnant. He's like, don't worry, we'll keep working on it. She's like, actually, she thinks about it. She's like, last time I had a baby, this dude cheated on me. He left me for the side chick. So I ain't trying to go through that route again. I'm not trying to lose myself, lose my body, da-da-da-da-da. He started hating me. We started beefing, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, no. Actually, F them kids. So that's what she say, right? So then she's like, she goes to the doctor. Oh, I wanna go ahead and tie these things up. I don't think I want to do this. She runs into her husband at the hospital having babies with the side chick, with the work wife. So now him and the work wife in the hospital, they just had a new set of twins. Yeah. And he all happy. So she runs into him. The doctor low-key snitches, but the doctor's like being messy, really. Oh, we got another Gamora down the hall. Congratulations. She like, huh? So she goes see her husband down the hall. He just had a new set of twins with his little yeah. So now she's like finna lose it. She's lost her mind. She's full crash out. She's like, I'm finna kill somebody. But thankfully she was smart and she geared her angle towards the right person, which a lot of you women, let's go ahead and talk about that for a second. Y'all be mad at the wrong person. And let's say that again. Y'all be mad at the wrong person. Y'all need to make sure that if you're going to be dealing with somebody who's going to be cheating on you, make sure that you address him. Because you don't know what he's telling these other people. You don't know what he's telling these other women. You don't know if he's like telling them that y'all are in an open marriage, an open relationship. Because if he's spending a certain amount of time, of course she's like, what's your wife think about this? Which they will lie. They will lie. They will feed you a whole bunch of shit and make you believe a whole bunch of other shit. So, yeah. So now the twins are here. The wife is mad. She wants to kill the husband. She played that smart because she was like, I want to murder this nigga. He got me fucked up. She was right. Don't kill the lady. Even though she was sleeping with your husband, I mean, you let him go for a whole year at the house. I mean, I feel like she didn't take y'all's relationship very serious. And that's another thing, wives. if you probably keep going back to a cheating husband, the women who are willing to do something like be a side chick don't take you serious. They don't take you serious. They don't think you love yourself. They don't think you respect yourself. And they don't think you're going to do anything or go anywhere. So they're like, oh, whatever. She's going to be there. That's a him problem. So the women don't care anyway. So you need to be putting that towards a man. That's just my opinion on it. So the husband and the side chick, he's like, whatever, I'm so happy about my babies. I got some twins, or yada. He's a man. He's like, more the merrier. He ain't even fucked up about it. So then the wife, as she's crashing out, she tries to kill him. And then he still covers for her and protects her in the midst of her crash out. Because that's what they do. Let me stop being messy. Okay, so... so fucking messy. Who made me like this? Just messy. I know way too many. Okay, I just know a few people who be dealing with these type of scenarios, and I see it like very often. So I'm just like seeing them play back in my head, like, damn, they really be out here. But anyways, so, and I've been in the situation. I've been the main chick, so I know what it feels like. I just don't get cheated on no more. That's not me. I don't do that. So, well, if I know about it, these niggas are out of here. Look at me. I can get any nigga that I want to get, for real. So, now the wife, she's feeling defeated. She's like, I don't know what to do. Or, like, what do I do? She tries to go to the side chick, beg and plead, can you just leave? Please leave him alone. Because she know he ain't going to leave her alone. Because if you know your husband, you know your husband said you ain't going to leave. You need to figure it out, lady. So she figures it out. She's like, fine, we'll just have you as a second wife. So now the polygamy comes into play. And I'm like, okay, I just feel like this was not a real example of polygamy. It's like the man was the only polygamist and the women were forced into being wives. They really didn't have a choice. And it was like they did have a choice because they wouldn't leave him alone for some reason. Which I don't get. These niggas are very easy to leave alone. I ain't never had no dick that good in my life. I don't know what that's like. But I'll leave a nigga alone. They couldn't leave him alone for some reason. So now it's just the two wives, so we think. So now she allows it to get married. The twins is having the baptism, and the main wife and the work wife and everybody there's one big happy family. Right, so we think. There's more. The plot just keeps thickening. This man, I don't know how these men be having the time to run around with all these women around town, but they do. They get their little hour or two in, their little quick 30 minutes in. Okay, so, boom. Now everything's all cool. You think like, okay, now where are we going with this happy family story, right? Y'all, I'm in between lash fills, so just let me make it today. Okay, I have like 3 lashes left. Don't worry about it. One big happy family, and then boom, things are escalating. Some things are escalating. There's a young girl and her tensions are rising. She's seeing the twins getting all this attention. The second wife come in. She's like, oh, so where he's openly out here doing all this, accepting. Turns out she's one of his other children. She knows that she's his daughter, but he hides it from his wife and the rest of the world because he's also married to her mom. Turns out he been married to her mom. The whole time he been married to the first wife, he pretty much married them within the same year. The two first. So technically, the work wife is the third wife. Technically. So now it comes about the girl, she's finna blow her top. The young girl. Because she wants her dad. She's like, this ain't fair. Everybody else got a rich daddy. And I get to look at him from afar. And we got to live in the hood. This ain't it. I don't blame her. I would have did the same thing. So boom. Let's go and talk about that really quickly. And the take on how the children were affected in this. Because I felt like the people who took the biggest L out of the whole show were the children. Although the majority of so the children were kind of half and half. The twins were young infants, and then the main wife had a young son. And then the rest of the kids were all late teens, maybe 15 and above. And so they were fully aware and fully, you know, they knew about what was going on with their dad and their mom. Obviously, you can't hide stuff like this from kids at that age. And then, you know, him being in and out of the house like that. And that's hurtful for the children to see their dad leave their mom like that. You know, kids usually side with the mom, depending on how manipulative she is. So that's another story. And that's what you moms need to start. Even though the man might be a horrible husband, he might be a good dad. Don't put the kids against him. That's not cool. It's not funny. It's not right. I get your frustrations. Is you want to be us against him, but he's just don't care about you. He's might still care about them kids. He's not worried about you no more. Or if he is, I don't know what happened. That is something that I would like to know. If I could get some conversations going in the chat from the fellas on what perspective or mindset do you have to be like a serial cheater on someone that you've been with for 20 years, but you like cheat on them a lot, but you still love them, you want to be with them, you don't want to leave them. I'm actually curious. Like, I know that there are a lot of men that do this. There's a lot of them. I see they're all over the place. They're everywhere, literally. And they don't have no shame about it. You'll be like, where's your wife? Call your wife. They'll be like, I want to talk to you. Oh, I'm looking at you. Oh, what about you? And I'm like, what the hell? So, like, what's going on? Y'all not get along? Or you're just greedy? Or you just, what is it? I know that people say that it's a man thing, but I understand that men are habitats of their environment, or whatever they like to call it. Whatever excuses they like to make for y'all. I don't know. I do believe that there is a group of men that are faithful. I think. I don't think that all of them are so tempted. And I do think that it has to come with some type of lack thereof from the wife. You're not getting the attention, or you're not getting the affection, you're not getting laid. Give them a piece of ass. At least once a week. Come on. I feel like if I'm married, I'm a different person, so I'm not going to put what I would do out there with my husband, because we doing it every day. I'm not giving you room to want to even do it with nobody else. I'm not stupid. Come on now. I'm sucking it. I'm doing whatever I got to do to make sure that you are pleased and you're taken care of. You don't need to go out and do that. I'm not going to give you a reason, even if I don't want to do it. No, that's never going to happen. I'm always going to want to do it. But, yeah, I guess like if you don't have a high drive and your husband does, perhaps y'all might not be a match, or maybe you should let him. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be some solutions. There's got to be some compromise whenever it comes to making sure that your husband is always, his needs are met to where he doesn't step out. Because I do think that it's not necessarily all the women's fault, but I do think that there has to be there's some disconnect. There has to be. It can't just be all men are lustful. I think that I seen a video that one man said some of them are lustful, some of them do it out because they have to, because they can't get it at home, and some of them have accidental cheats where they just kind of like slip up and it ain't mean nothing of it. They didn't text, or then some of them like they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. And then there's the one that's like, I'm just doing this because you don't give me no love or affection or nothing. So, yeah, I would like to know. I'm curious a little bit. I'm just curious. I have a lot of male friends, so I see the perspective. That's why I talk the way that I do, because I hang out with a lot of men, a lot of married men. Most of them, I didn't even know they was married until just now. That's how much they don't talk about their wives. They don't even acknowledge that they have one or a girl at home. But you'll see. Anyways, I'm friends with men, and I know how they are, so I feel like I can speak so freely. I have more male friends than female, and they all fuck niggas. We don't like each other because they know how I am and I know how they are, so we don't never gotta worry about with each other, because I'm not stupid and they're just not that brave to come over here and risk their life. It's dangerous over here. It's safe, but it's dangerous. Don't play with your life. Not with me. Okay, so with that being said, we got a little off track. I'm sorry, because I really kind of do want this to be a topic, and this is something that I'm really, I don't know, it's just a good show, and I feel like maybe I'll do want more of these. But so as the show progresses, there's another third wife, and I want for us to get to the next point, which is the enablers, because obviously for Jonas, the fact that I can't remember anybody's name but him is crazy, but the fact that he was able to do this means that there were people covering for him. There were people who were keeping the secrets. There were people who were smiling in the wives' faces and letting them think that everything was everything, and it wasn't. So we need to talk about the enablers. But at the same time, I feel like, is it enabling or is it minding your business? Personally, these lashes, can they just like go? Oh well, fuck you. So, like I was saying, the enablers. I don't know if I would call them enablers or if I would call them just people who know how to mind their own business. Because at the end of the day, I have been a person who spoke up like, okay, I'll tell you the truth. When a woman has come to me asking me about their man, and it wasn't a man that I was messing with. It was just a man that, it was a family member. Let me just be honest. It was a fucking family member. And I told the fucking truth. Shit, girl to girl. If a girl come to me, like, it depends on how you come at me. You gotta come very correctly, tread very lightly. Don't come at me accusing nothing, because I'm not gonna give you shit. If you come at me correctly, politely, I might just spill the beans. I happen to spill the beans this time. That was my first and last time spilling the beans. I'm not telling you what your man's gonna do. They still together to this day. Exactly, Nova. Some bullshit. I agree to. It's some straight, anyways. So yeah, I don't really get in people's business when it comes to like exposing the truth or anything. I just kind of stay in my lane. I mind my business. I play my role as a friend. So yeah, I would definitely say that the people who, like the older brother was a big enabler, but I also think that the older brother feared the younger brother because he had the power for his paychecks to come and go, hell, to stop. He was paying him, he was living off of him, so he's just like, I just gotta do whatever this nigga say. He can do whatever he wants as long as he's fitting the bill. That's another thing, that these people are falling victim. They're giving this man power by not standing up and stepping up for themselves and having something of their own. That's how a lot of people get stuck with narcissists and cheaters and people who abuse them, because it could be a part of the maybe they're depressed. I don't know, I've been depressed before, but not depressed in a relationship to where I felt like I was stuck with a man. That's one thing I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to do, is be in a situation where I can't pay for myself or for my own means or the way that I want to live. Like, I'm gonna do it regardless, with you or without you. I'm gonna be an asset to you. If anything, you're probably gonna make more money with me than you ever made, usually. But yeah, I think that the brother and the wife kind of had her own situation going on. She didn't have that much motion or money or clout, but I think that she would have been okay by herself on her own. But she did eventually walk away after, like, there was another woman that finally came up, and this one was a young girl. I want to say she might have been of age. If anything, she might have been 18, but she was one of the kids' friends. So now he's sleeping with, dang, this show is too close to my real life in so many different areas. Because this happened to me and my dad. My dad slept with one of my little sister's friends. But unlike Jonas, that girl, she didn't get pregnant. The little girl got pregnant. My sister's friend. But anyways, so yeah, then he sleeps with a teenager or whatever. She's not grown. He's sleeping with her now, and everybody, after they find out that he's fucking a child, they're like, all right, we're done. We are done, nigga. You are crossing the line. You are a pedophile. We don't want to share you with the child. Now you talking about, and then she out here flaunting it and flossing it in front of us and doing this and that. No, they wasn't rocking with that. They wasn't rocking with that. The wife did. The work wife did. The other one, the first wife, whatever the fuck you want to call her, she kind of seemed like she was just ready to get some type of recognition, because he had kind of put her back in the hood and left her back there. She was the less attractive one out of all of them, so she was the thick one. She probably had the best out of everybody, for real. They said that fat booty, big booty. But yeah, no, that's no hair there. So yeah, everybody dipped out whenever he started messing with the young girl. So the wife was like, I'm gonna get, this nigga got me fucked up. I'm gonna get him. So now he parlaying all around town. He done moved up and shacked up with the young girl now, with the teenage girl. Yes, child. So now he done shacked up with the teenager girl. She having a wave. She having a ball. Doing it, flying everywhere. She done got pregnant, had a miscarriage, and some more shit. He ain't give no fucks. So the wife finds out. Okay, so yeah, the wife finds out about her when she's at the hospital having a miscarriage. Her friend knows that she's fucking with an older man, but her friend don't know it's her daddy. Crazy, right? So you sleeping with your daddy, you sleeping with your friend's daddy, get pregnant by him, and have your friend and her mama take you to the hospital after you just got pregnant by her husband and her daddy, and you up in here playing in front of everybody's face. So you know the wife lost it. Once they gone, they said, we need a break from this nigga. They didn't know that she was the girl. He was still putting them through so much shit. They tried to take a vacation away from him. They didn't know that she was putting him through, that he was, they didn't even know that she was the baby, the daddy was the baby daddy. Her husband was the baby daddy. They didn't know Jonas was the daddy. As they go on vacation, Jonas at the house bathing her. They in the bathtub. Then somehow they end up having to go back to the house for something. I can't remember why they went back to the house. Something happened where they went back to the house. Everybody see her and Jonas and the little girly girl. They in the bathtub. He bathing her. So then now the wife know, that's your baby daddy. Now that's when she's disgusted. Now she leaves. She's out. I'm sick, right? So fast forward to the young girl. She's parlaying around with him. Now they together. Well, don't quote. Because all the other ones don't want to do with him right now. So long story short, the wife is like, it's not over. This nigga is going. He said, because Jonah told her, no, you ain't going nowhere. I ain't going to leave you. And that's what they do. That's another thing I want to ask the fellas. What is it about, like, why men won't leave relationships? It's usually the woman that does the leaving. Men will just be in a miserable relationship for the woman. Beat, punch, beat, kick that, choke, slap, bust windows out, slice tires. Niggas not leaving me. He's not telling me to go. He's not telling me to leave. He's not saying I want to break up. They not going to do that. Why are y'all like that? Why y'all like that, kings? Y'all don't have no self-love. You ain't got no self-respect. What's that about? Answer me that in the chat. Okay, so boom. Now the wife, though, she's still in her mind like this is on some death doer's part. Like, I don't think she want him no more. She don't love him. She hate his fucking guts. He done drug her through the mud 20 plus years. Gave everybody gonorrhea and some more shit. And so she's fed up. The kids are fed up. He done beat on all of them. Because they all start talking back and get mad. Now everybody getting smacked. Now everybody really mad. So one of the times she gets arrested for crashing out, because, you know, wives crash out, the police get called. She went to jail one time. I think she actually burnt the house. Yeah, she burnt the house. So she deserved to go to jail for that. But when she was in jail, she met this lady who also was going through the same shit. That's what I'm saying. All of these men are doing it. Some women stand up, some don't. But the other lady is like, he gave me HIV. And so she's like, oh shit, I thought my husband was bad. Yours gave you AIDS? Like, god damn. So she's looking like, oh damn, I ain't got it that bad. But the lady's like, I want to stay in touch with you. Like, can we still be friends after this? She's like, Instagram me, DM me. Full circle around, she hires old girl to come and infect her husband with HIV, with AIDS. Talk about full crash out. And I believe these wives will do it. They be on full snapped mode. Like the show Snap, these women are not okay in the head. That's really murder. She probably should go to jail for that too. That lady was crazy. So he gets infected with HIV. Now he dying. So he won't take the medicine because he an asshole. He don't listen. And the young girl don't give a shit. She like, nigga, I got this house in my name. I'm good. I don't give a fuck what you do. Die, nigga. You're rich. And I'm your girl. And all your wives hate you. So what are you gonna do? So now that's how his life ends. Some bullshit with AIDS, with a young girl sleeping with dudes in the same house up against the wall, banging up against the wall. He over there coughing blood. She in there and getting her back blown out. So, moral of the story, hopefully, I feel like the lesson that I personally took from the whole show altogether was to don't be sleeping with married men. It's not worth it. And don't be the side chick role. I feel like for me, I think it opened me up to poly. I was already pretty open to poly because I'm open like that. And I'm bisexual, so I like men and women. And I would rather share than like, why you gotta go do all that? Well, you can just bring her here, and why can't we like the same kind of girl? We could just have fun, you know? Maybe you sleep with her tonight and not tomorrow. Like, I don't know, we could work it out. I just feel like all that stuff could be worked out. I don't know why the men run and hide, and it's probably because their wives would never go for it and they just can't be honest and talk to them. A lot of these relationships lack real life communication. I should be a therapist because I know how to communicate very well now, but that was after a lot of therapy. Premarital therapy, so I do know about relationship talks and advice and shit. That's why I'm not with the man, because I'm not settling for this bullshit that they have going on out here. It's very ghetto. So the moral of the story I took from the overall show was that nobody wins, including the wife. I feel like the wife wanted to win all the way up until the funeral. She wanted to be the one to bury him. Like, girl, give it up. She, at the end of the day, she still wanted that recognition. I think it's a time thing. I think maybe they put so much time into it. They're like, no, I earned this. I earned this torture. I earned this embarrassment. Whatever. I don't know what the prize is. But so it kind of just made me be like, it made me think a lot of different things, like being the main is not really it right now, because they get the house and to be provided for, but them niggas be out here spending money providing for the other women too. So, and they don't have to deal with the same problems. So I feel like overall, none of the wives won. All of them went out sad because none of them had any self-love or respect for themselves at the end of the day. They all should have walked away. I think after the gonorrhea, they walked away. It wasn't the fact that he was dating the young girl. He got gonorrhea from the young girl. And then after that, they was like, ew, yuck, you're gross. But I just feel like it shouldn't take that amount of disrespect for you to kind of be like, you know what, I deserve more than this. I'm a queen. I deserve someone who sees me and only me, respects me, values me, respects my body. The way they out here sleeping with these other women, they're not using protection, honey. They're not respecting you and your body. You got to respect yourself. You fighting them and arguing them into it is not going to make it work. They're just going to be good for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, maybe two, depending on how much you're on them. They're going to go they do what they do. And I feel like, if anything, I hope that a lot of women watched this show and was like, you know what, I don't have to stand for this. I don't have to deal with this. I was in those shoes before. I've been cheated on multiple times by the same person, different people, and it does not feel good. And then you don't like the person the same afterwards. The love is not the same. It's not there anymore like that. So it's just like, what are you really holding on to? Isn't it a comfortability thing? Is an attachment? I just want the women to take from this show like self-love. Like, girl, ladies, wives, I know it's harder to get out of those situations, but there's only so much. How much disrespect do you take? Is there like a limit? Is that a part of marriage? I mean, I would like the married people to also enter the chat as well. Like, is that a part of the whole death do us part? Like, the infidelity? That can't be. I know that there are some people that are like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not tolerating that. No, cheating is a non-negotiable. Some people will say cheating is a non-negotiable, but they won't leave. That's the ones I don't understand. The ones who get upset about the cheating but don't leave. What is y'all's? I want to know, please. And none of them will probably enter the chat because they're usually embarrassed or humiliated. 9 times out of 10, it's embarrassing. I've been that girl before. It's embarrassing. Nobody wants to hop in the chat and be like, I'm staying because I'm broke, or I don't know, or I'm scared, he's beating me. I would, please, if there are some women, wives in the chat who experience this and you choose to stay, is it like a covenant thing? Like, it's like, I took this my vows, and so I just gotta deal with it and suck it up? Or it's just like, no, I don't care, I'm just gonna that's mine till death? Like, what is that? What is y'all's reasoning behind it? And the men, y'all just gotta do better. Like, y'all need some help too. Seek some therapy. And yikes, they're just gross. Men are gross. And I would be fully lesbian if I just really could deal with women that much, but women get on my nerves. They just don't really know how to regulate their emotions like that, and I don't really want to deal with it. They're annoying on that level, romantically wise. I get irritated by them quickly. But yeah, so I would like to say, at the end of the day, the kids, everyone loses. Everyone lost. No one really won. The only person that won was the young girl with the gonorrhea. She came out on top at the end of the day. She didn't have no kids by the nigga. I don't know if she got HIV from him or not. They didn't. I don't recall them ever really saying. But she seemed to be living her best life. She got out with a big mansion and probably a couple dollars. So the kids took the biggest L. They seemed the most traumatized from it. Now they're gonna get out there and act a fool. All the moms just projected all their relationship trauma onto them. The trauma that the kids received was like a ridiculous amount. Even the twins got neglected. The work wife left the twins. She got so fed up after he done knocked them all upside their heads. She left the twins with the first wife. We thought she died. We thought she was dead. The last scene they showed was her taking some pills or some potion or something and driving a car. They didn't show her ever again to the very end, to the funeral. The twins didn't even know who she was. She talking about come to mama. They like, ma'am, who are you? So, yeah, all the wives, they probably, even after that man was dead and gone, they probably traumatized them. They're not okay, but they signed up for it. They stayed. And that was the lesson that I learned. I will not. I love myself way too much. I might deal with a little bit of bullshit, but just know that I have my reasons. And that's what I'm gonna say. So that was my take. Probably my messy, all over the place review. This is my first movie series review, so let me know what y'all thought about it. I gave my real thoughts and opinions, and y'all should watch it if you want to see for yourself everything that I just described in 45 minutes instead of watching it for 24 hours, because I think it's like 22 episodes and they're probably about an hour long, so a whole day. I've seen people say they finished it in one day, which is a little concerning, but why do y'all have that much time in your hands? Yes, I would say it's a good watch. I would say there were lessons learned. I don't think that the men are going to learn any lessons from watching that show. So if you want your man to watch it, don't waste yours or his time. He's going to be looking like, okay, so wear condoms. Got it. I'm just being honest. So, yes, that's my TED Talk for today. We're out. Make sure you guys subscribe and like and tune into my channel. All right, I'm out. Peace out.